Papa, your side snapped an 8-game losing streak against Sydney FC tonight, but does the way things played out there at the end make it feel like this is still 2 points dropped?
Yeah, I think it's clear the way it finished in the end is it leaves a sour taste. Yeah, we hit the lead and, never should have been a corner in that situation. So the simplest decision of the night, the referee and linesman couldn't, between the two of them, make a very, very basic, simple decision.
Just to clarify for that was the circumstances that saw you booked after. Was it a high boot that you saw? What did you see?
I wanted the ref to come over, actually. I actually wanted him to come to me. I mean, it's a clear foul. We had a player here sent off for a very similar challenge. So if you don't deem it as a yellow or red card, it's a foul. It's a clear foul. That linesman on our side was constantly lifting his flag for a foul that he thought the ref didn't see, and he thought, okay, I'll help you out. This is a foul. On that occasion, between the two of them, they can't see that it's a clear foul. The simplest decision of the night, and it cost us.
Aside from that, though, before the contest played out the way it did at the end there, what did you make of your side's performance prior to it?
I think first half we were rusty. We look like a team that maybe hasn't played in 17 days. We had a lot of changes at the back, so it was, we lost another player before the game, unfortunately, at the back. So, it was a makeshift back line. Jason's first game back at left back, and it was a little bit difficult in the first half. But I thought the start of the second half was a complete turnaround, and we dominated and had some very good clear chances prior to us scoring. And I thought it was very good. And then, unfortunately, with Ray's head injury, the momentum stopped again. We lost a lot of minutes there and gave them a chance to regroup, and which made it difficult. But our goals were very good, and Ben Falami was outstanding, and it was great to see Robbie score. Very happy for Robbie, and in the end, you shouldn't lose a game to those circumstances.
Just on Ben Falami, it's obviously scored a goal, assisted another, had another chance. He'd probably bury on another day. How much has he grown, and I guess your thoughts on his performance and how he has grown in this short time under you?
Yeah, it's great to see a young player like that. It hasn't played regular football for a long time. From day one of pre-season, he really knuckled down, and he had a great training block in that time. He didn't get injured, so he could be consistent in his training, and he showed. He keeps getting better. I thought against Adelaide he was very good, in particular the first half, and today he put two halves together. He moved to the right side and caused them problems as well with the setup. Should have scored early in the second half, which maybe would have we would have been able to finish the game off earlier. Very good performance second half. Just the injury didn't help, and we had to reshuffle again, and then a decision like that shouldn't determine the match.
Just on the injury, Ray, it looked like a really, really nasty head clash. How's he? Is there obviously concussion, and then I know Jason Guerrier played out the game, and just we saw Jay Barnett go off as well.
Yeah, Jay Barnett was, I think just not playing in a long time. The kid found it hard in the first half, and it was just really fatigued, and the kid came off. But so that's another change we had to make at the back. But today's injury doesn't look good. So it was not just the concussion, but I think it was a heavy contact, and I think it'll be a serious one there, serious contact. Look, it's hard to determine now, but I think he'll be out for a little while.
So like fractures?
I hope not, but it's possible. Yes. So he's gone to hospital, and we hope he recovers well there. But I think he'll be out for a little while.
I did just want to touch on Ben again. Obviously, he had a fantastic performance. Do you expect him to really build on this performance and do a lot more for you guys over the course of the second half of the season and in FFA Cup and that kind of thing?
Well, we sure hope so. And he's a young boy that wants to constantly improve and evolve. And today's a good day for him. Of course, he made a real impact in the game, but he's got to keep working hard and know that his performances are due to his hard work. He's a young boy, very grounded, and wants to be the best footballer he can be, and we'll do all we can to help him keep growing each day.
Your next game coming up in the Cup on the weekend, are you expecting any players to come back, any potential reinforcements in the back line?
I hope so. It would be nice to get a few fresh bodies back, but we'll see in the next couple of days. We hope to. We've got to see how all the players recover. It's a first game in a while, but it's a semi-final of a cup. We would have loved to have won tonight. I thought we should have won tonight. So I'm disappointed with how that turned out, but our run continues. We scored 2 goals. We've broken the situation with Sydney in how poor the results have been of late, and it's actually nice that we're actually disappointed not to have won. So it's changing. We've got a long way to go. We know that. It's just a new team that's starting, and we need to get a lot of bodies back and get their minutes. That's Marco's first game in a while. We still haven't played Chris and Marco together. 2 players of Chris and Marco's quality haven't played a game together, haven't played 90 minutes, haven't started or finished a game together. So there's a lot of improvement to come, which is also exciting, that once we get those boys up to speed. But at the moment we need to recover some bodies and hopefully get some defenders back.
You're top of the league at this point as well still, and just psychologically, how much of a boost to that is it that for the group every day, coming into work, coming into the gym, coming into training, where they know they're top of the league and they know what they're doing is paying off on the pitch on the weekend?
Yeah, I'm sure they feel good about themselves, and I actually like the fact that they're disappointed we don't win now. Their expectations are growing, but we also know we've got a long way to go. We played an established team that's been successful for the last 4 or 5 years. They could basically shut their eyes and every player knows what they're doing on the field, and that showed in the first half. And second half, we showed how far we've come and how far we've evolved in a short period. It's an exciting group to work with, good young talent. We want to keep getting better, and we've got a great game to look forward to on Saturday, and hopefully we've got more big games to play here that our fans and members can enjoy, and hopefully we can compete with everyone on a regular basis and do it consistently. And that's our challenge and that's our aim, and that's what we'll work hard to try to do.
Just on that, before you mentioned with Marco, there's been not playing for a little while. Obviously, quite a few of your boys had COVID and
Yep.
had to sit it out. We've seen it with other teams have runs of lots of games tightly packed, or even City, I guess, your crosstown rivals have had to manage players and different rates of recovery. How have you looked at this situation? Has it, I guess, made things step back a little bit, or do you feel like you've come through it okay?
I think all in all we've come through it okay. Of course it's challenging, and we can talk about all the problems that are associated with that, but we look at it in a different way. It's we accept the situation and then just try to get the players as healthy and happy as possible, and then know that they're enjoying their football, and the physical side is not one that you can fix overnight. But in Marco's case, as you mentioned, it's not just COVID. Marco had a few niggles, has had injuries in the off season, and last year had an injury here against Melbourne City when he came off early in the first half, and then after that you get COVID. So the boy hasn't played in a while, but yet he sets up with a wonderful ball to Ben Falami. So we can see the talent is there, we can see the quality. He's just got to try and get him the minutes, and same with Chris Economides. So we're excited with what is possible, and for now, in the short term, just look forward to Saturday. A great game for the club.
Nick, last time, talking about minutes, one player, obviously one of the new faces, wasn't in the squad today, and he's still accustomed to the squad. Everything else is Luca Pershaw, I guess. Is he in the frame coming forward? Was just a situation tonight of him still acclimatising to the group while he was in the squad?
No, I think just because you've signed the player doesn't mean that he walks into the squad. He's got to get ahead of a lot of players, and we've got other young players here that are vying for those positions, and we see potential in him. Okay, so he's a young player that hasn't played a lot of football in a long time. He has potential, and whether he plays or not or gets in the squad, well, that'll take a bit of time, but we'll work hard on him and try and help him evolve his game, and hopefully he's another young player coming through. That's what we hope.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Papa.
Have a good
Thank
night,
you.
guys.
Good night.